I think LCMAC interviews. This is I think we have 3 people we're going to interview tonight, and this is for Local Community Mitigation Advisory Committee. This is part of our casino package. And do you have any?
It's actually part of a regional thing, not really. It would be representing the town on a regional committee that is set up under the Massachusetts Expanded Gaming Act.
Right.
My name is Dan Lionel. I live at 123 Hopkins Place in Long Meadow. I've lived here for about 14 years. The reason I was interested in this is that I have both the educational and occupational background in both safety, construction of utilities. I have a master's in public administration. I'm very interested to see how the casino is going to affect the community and how some of the mitigation monies are going to be able to improve some of the detriments the casino is going to put on the town.
Good evening. Stephen Foley, 87 Convent Street, Long Meadow, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
My background, besides public safety, is, as you've seen from my resume, as Chief of Special Operations for the United States Capitol Police, responsible for 42 city blocks, plus the protection of the members of Congress. You folks and members of the community have addressed the local issues and the potential or possible impact on the town of Long Meadow. But I'm looking at it from a regional standpoint and a long-term standpoint. I think the more we look at regional things and the potential impact is maybe some of those mitigation efforts can look at regional services in a bigger aspect.
Good evening. My name is Stephen Morantz, 117 Rugby Road. My background, actually, I was on the finance committee of this town, 2002 to 2007. I'm a financial consultant by profession. I've been in the business for 33 years. Understand budgets, understand town budgets. If you read the law that actually created this committee, there's actually a separate part of the law about a gambling addiction subcommittee. I mean, so that's what the state's talking about, setting up a gambling, and God knows that, my wife went to a couple of these hearings, and, if you happen to be the parent of a 19-year-old child who's going to go hang out, what are we going to do on the weekend? We're going to go to, there's a place to go, it's the casino. So, I mean, that kind of issues need to be addressed. I'm not sure that this committee is going to get to the bottom line, but it's going to address those these feelings and then get to the next stage, which is sending someone to speak to the state gaming.
COA Task Force / Reverse Building Committee discussion.
The COA task force was asking that we establish a building committee for the development of a new building at the Turner parcel as recommended by the town manager's task force on February 9th, 2016.
Reread and reread the motion at town meeting, but I gotta tell you, I can't believe it was anybody's intent that they were spending money on trying to figure out how to develop Turner Fields, which it's not a park, it's Turner non-park.
Right.
All the motions had to do with something to do with an adult center. It had nothing to do with anything beside an adult center.
My amendment would be to delete the words on Turner Park, and that the motion be to form a building committee for developing a senior center.
All in favor of the amendment? All opposed? Okay.
Then it would be for the development of a new building as recommended by the town manager's task force.
Okay. All in favor? Okay.
Fine, I'll move that we set the membership of this select board committee at 9.
Okay. And a second?
Second.
Okay. No more discussion. All in favor? Fine.
I'll move that we close the town warrant.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Discussion?
I'll just say this briefly. I don't understand what it means to close the warrant because we're continuing to work on it. But for some reason, this board thinks that we're accomplishing something by closing it, but I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else have anything? Okay, all in favor? All opposed? Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve approve a tentative contract between the town of Long Meadow and the International Association of Firefighters, Local 1903, for a contract that will run from, it was July 1st,
2015.
15 through June 30th, 2018. 2018, I
Yes,
believe?
3 years.
3 years.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? See no further discussion, all in favor? All opposed?